Hello and welcome to NinonSpeaks Media Image. My name is AJ Dean. I'm your co-host, and we have a thrilling show today. But before that, I'd like to introduce the brilliant and amazing spokesperson, Ninon de Beer de Rosa. Hello, Ninon. How are you?
I'm absolutely awesome. I'll tell you, life cannot be any better, and I don't know why. Because, we've got this epidemic, we've got all this stuff going on, but it doesn't seem to affect me because I'm so used to doing Zoom and so used to doing things at home and on the computer that it hasn't really affected me. The only thing which I really do enjoy right now is to help all our guests and see how we can help them out in the direction they want to go and how they want to go. Because sometimes you see Zoom and you see all this stuff and you get so confused, you think, how do I work it? What do I do? So I'm here, and also AJ's here. AJ, how are you?
I'm great.
You're looking great, as usual. You're looking wonderful. I don't know how you keep it up, but you certainly do.
Oh, you're gorgeous. Thank you.
So, I have to say one thing, though. You've got your AJ Dean and co-host and everything else. I went into my Zoom and I tried to put my name in. I changed the name, did everything, so I didn't do it. So maybe we'll do that a little later on, because I'm see how we can get my full name up there, except just Ninon. But I happen to like just Ninon, so it's pretty cool. So let's bring our guests on.
Yes, of course. Okay, do you want me to introduce them or just...
Yeah, you can. No, I like you introduce them because I need to hear from you.
Okay, so we have three great guests. The first
As
one...
you bring each one on, introduce them.
Okay, let's enter them on then. Here we go. We'll do Michael Aslan. That's our first guest, and he is a magician.
Hello, Michael.
How are you?
I'm better now. You're on the show. You made my day.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, you look pretty dapper there. Look at that suit. Holy shoot. You look amazing.
Well, in my business, you have to.
Good for you. Okay, the next one, AJ?
Yes, our next guest is Suma, also known as Anjali Krishna, and she loves cooking. Welcome.
Oh, Suma's from India, isn't she?
Yes, she's amazing and she's wonderful. Welcome, Suma. Hello.
I don't
Hello,
see
Dean.
Suma.
Hello, Ninon. How are you?
Hello, Suma. Hello, Suma. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Ninon?
I'm extremely well. I'm quite honored to have you on the show because I understand you're one of these expert cooks, or whatever you call them. Or you want a cooking show, or you have a cooking show, but we're going to work that out. Okay?
Yep. Thank you so much, Ninon, for giving me this opportunity.
Absolutely.
I'm really grateful for Dean. I just saw her post and I was thinking, this is a good chance for introduce myself and talk to you, great people like this, so that I get to meet you. At least in virtual.
Well, at least we're going to talk, but we have one more guest to bring on. All right, AJ?
Yes, we have one more guest. His name is William Ervin. He is a Las Vegas supporter, and he has also been many years service in the military.
So, congratulations.
Which is amazing in itself. So welcome, William. Hello, are you there?
William is not here just yet. Oh, there's William. No, that's not William's. Oh, there's William's looking up at the sky. I think he's praying. He's praying that we can do a good show. William, would you like to come back down to earth? Where is he? Is that a photograph of him, or is that in real life?
That's in real life, and it says on his screen for me, connecting to audio, so it may take a few seconds.
Well, no, there he is. Hey,
Yes,
William.
there he is. Hello. Hello, William. Can you hear us?
No, he's not there yet. So I'm going to go back over to Michael. Michael, this is a photograph of you, supposedly. So we're not going to actually get to see you.
Well, I hope you can see me.
Well, at the moment I'm looking at, I believe it's a photograph because you're talking and your lips aren't moving. That tells me something. That tells me it's a photograph.
Let me see if that works.
There you are.
Ooh.
There you are. You look like you come from Texas and you're a reader. Look at all those books back there.
Oh yes, I love to read.
Do you love to read? What do you like to read? What inspires your brain to which direction?
Well, I read a variety of different things, anything from philosophy and religion to, well, I've got well over 400 books in my magic book collection, and just about anything that perks my interest. I love science fiction, I love fiction, I love nonfiction, so I'm very easily pleased.
Well, I don't know, in your magic arena, because you're a magician, right?
I'm a magician.
You do all this magic stuff. They fascinate me because I remember my husband and I were in the Palisades and we were doing this humongous deal on a big office building. And as you walked into this beautiful home that he had it all set up in this magic thing. And I'm kind of looking at this and I think to myself, well, I thought we were doing a real estate deal. And it was quite funny because he said, before I do any deals or whatever I do, he says, I love to do a magic trick just to see if I can still do it. He's quite a young guy, but he did it very well. And magic actually truly is magic to me because I try to catch, I try to see what did they do and how did they do it. But you magicians are just too quick for me, for my eyes.
Well, actually, it's not being quick. It's, well, a magician uses psychology, let's face it. He's letting you see what you want to see.
Interesting.
You may not see what you think you're seeing at all. We are, I would call it a legitimate deceiver.
Absolutely true. And you do it well. How long have you been doing this? I mean, you've read 40 books on it, so you must be pretty cool. You must know how everybody else does all those tricks.
Yeah, it's 400 books I've got.
I mean, 400 books. Yeah, that's a lot of books.
Oh, you bet. Anything from the history of magic right on through to the way magic is performed to the way books on various tricks.
Mm-hmm.
There's books on card magic, on stage magic, you name it, there's books on everything like that.
Well, can you do something for me then? Can you do a magical trick and keep me as my brain is right now, but take me back kind of 20 years so that I can, just look a little younger? Can you do that trick?
Well, let's see. Yeah, I had planned something else, but yeah, let's try a little magic.
Impossible, the impossible. I always love the impossible.
Okay, I'm going to stand up. You probably won't.
Oh, you can't stand up. Oh, okay, all right. We'll stand up then.
Yeah, we'll stand up right here. I'm going to take this right here.
Okay.
Take that right there, and if you watch very carefully,
it's gone.
It's gone just like that.
Where did
just like magic.
Just like magic, exactly. And that's the fun thing about it. Magic can entail a lot of.
Is that it? Things. Is that it?
Well, unless you want me to bring it back.
Of course I do. I want to see it again. I like what you had in your hand.
Ready?
What was it?
1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
nice?
Yeah,
okay, Sumner, is this what you're going to do in your cooking? You're going to do these magical things in cooking because, you add a little salt and you add a little pepper and a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of whatever you think you should add. And then, of course, you're going to add your Indian ingredients. And I love Indian food, as it so happens. I just love it. But sometimes the ingredients is a little sort of not what I'm used to, but I still like it. So you're going to add a little magic from this gentleman, from Michael, to put in the food?
Yes, magic of love.
Oh, that's a quick one. I like that. Magical fluff. Are you going to start fluffing it around, huh?
Yep.
There you go.
Magical fluff is more important for the cooking.
Okay, so what is magical? I like that word. So your ingredients is going to have the magical flush in there. You have to do. Wait a minute, Michael's brought somebody else on the show.
Ooh, who is that?
Do you know what he's brought on the show? He's brought a dummy.
How you doing there?
You have a dummy on the show, Michael.
He called me a dummy.
Oh, he's not a dummy.
Actually, this is my great-great-great-grandfather. He's now part of the show because of the fact that since I've had to change the show so much because of the pandemic of the virus and the way things have to be done now, I've had to take a lot of things out of the show, and Grandpa agreed to come into the show and be a part of it. Right, Grandpa?
So is he cured from the virus? He doesn't have the virus because he's awfully close to you.
Doesn't have the virus. In fact,
Did he ever have the virus? What sort of virus did he have? Did he have the virus?
nobody. That's because he uses Dr. Ray's mystical, magical, medicinal elixir for anything that ails you on a regular basis.
Okay, so Sumna, and you
Suma?
have something in Suma. Oh, excuse me, Suma.
No problem.
Let me say it right, Suma.
Yeah,
I
you're
like
perfect.
that. Suma. So you two have something in common with you've got magical fluff and he's got a magical dummy. Now, William, I haven't forgotten about you, William. But how are you, William? William's not hearing me, so William, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes,
Oh, well, but can you answer me?
yes.
Oh, that's cool. That's a good idea. William, I don't know what you do, but you've got to either have some magical stuff, which is fluff, or you've got to have a dummy, because we've got a dummy that doesn't have the virus. So what do you have, William?
Well, you have a dummy with me, that's for sure.
A real life dummy? Oh, no, I don't think so.
A real life dummy, yes.
I don't think so. So, William, Ervin, what do you do?
What have I done? I've done so many things. I'm 81, and now work
That
with,
means 18. We'll twist it around.
sweet 18 right there. Very beautiful.
Sweet 18.
Suma.
So what have you've done many things. What is the main thing you've done? I always like to see the main visual you've had and what you really sort of started out and what's your main thing and then all the other little things. So what was your vision at the beginning?
Well, I was in the United States Marine Corps for 8 years. I was in Vietnam.
Congratulations and thank you. Thank you for your
And
service.
I was a baseball umpire for 50 years.
My goodness, did you help all the younger generation?
Oh, I sure did.
Good for you. I love that. I love
was
that.
umpire for a lot of guys that made the big leagues.
Yeah. Oh, great.
And now I work at Harry's with the Big Elvis Show.
You work at the Elvis show?
Yeah. Peter
I was over at a guy's house last night, Grant Filippo, and he has a lot of the original Elvis Presley costumes that he used to perform on stages. That's something that you two have in common. That's amazing. Where are you? Are you in Vegas or where are you?
Yes, I live at the Las Vegas Country Club.
You live at Las Vegas Country. Oh, he's got one of those posh houses and one of those beautiful places. This is one of the elite older places to live in Vegas.
Yes.
I can't afford it personally, but that's okay.
That's congrats.
William, you're moving around too much. Keep still.
Well,
Maybe he wants to show the house.
The golf course, but I'm not going to do that now.
No, I like the cross you're wearing. Hey, AJ, let's introduce AJ. AJ's my co-host, an amazing woman. She is one that actually puts a lot of this together with getting our guests. And Suma and Michael or William, she's the one that sort of, got you all on the Zoom thing. And as you know, because of what we're all going through, and I'm going to say all because the whole world is going through the same thing, whether we like it or whether we don't like it, it's here. And whether everybody's dying of this virus or not dying of it, we can all have our assumptions and all have our feelings and our opinions. My opinion I will not give out just yet. I might eventually. But anyway, so and AJ's laughing because she knows I speak my mind and I really don't quite frankly give a damn. And I think there was somebody else that used to say that too. And I believe it was, who said that, by the way? Was it Schwarzenegger? No, he said, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. I shall return. Anyway, AJ, so how are you and what's going on with you?
I'm fantastic. I'm fabulous. And I do want to give a shout out to two special people. I want to give a shout out to you, Ninon, for this opportunity for us all to get together and continue the community outreach that we're doing to make a better world for everyone.
Absolutely.
And then also I want to say a big thank you also to Georgette Dante. She is a legend in the burlesque industry, and she has
Ah,
also introduced so many of these wonderful entertainers, performers, and people. I want to give a special recognition to her. She's absolutely beautiful, and she has many projects, films coming up, and if anyone wants to back her and support her, I would welcome that as well. Please get in contact.
she's looking for sponsors.
Yes, definitely.
How do we reach her?
We can, she is on Georgette Dante on Facebook, so you can go on her Facebook and send put a comment on one of her beautiful posts there and leave a message for her, and then let her know that you're interested in supporting her film industry and her film projects for the future. I think it's really, really amazing. And
She's in Vegas, isn't she?
she is. She is in Vegas.
Well, I think she's going to be coming on my other show sometime when my talent director gets it all together. Whatever she works all that out. I have nothing to do with that. Like you take care of all the people that come on the show, or I guess so doesn't she. I'm hopeless at that. I'm not too good at that. So well, I do what I'm good at. I found it easier.
And I would say, Ninon, that you are brilliant. That's why introduced you that way. Brilliant is a wonderful word for you. You're well spoken, you're classy, and you love helping others. You have the best heart that I have seen, and I thank you so much.
Well, I think it's nice if you're gifted with something, and I don't think it always has to be involved with money, and I've always been that way. I've had money, I've not had money, and I live better with money, believe me. If you have a question, it's good with money or good without money, take the money side. But I'm not a money person. But I think if I've got the intelligence and I've got anything that I could give to help somebody else, I would love to help them. And I think that's exactly where I am. Let's go over to Suma. Suma, you came on the show, I understand, because you wanted some help in what you're trying to do. And you want, if I understand rightly, you want to have a television show or a Zoom show or something regarding cooking. What sort of cooking are you going to be doing?
Okay, Ninon, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. So I can just tell you in three main things which I'm doing along with my husband, because my husband he worked for IT field, and he's more of photography. We have our own KP11 studios, Twitch channel, Instagram, and everywhere. So
I'm going to use you. I'm going to jump on your channel.
Oh, of course, I would love to. That would be a great opportunity.
AJ, put us on her channel. Absolutely. Okay, that's one thing done. Next thing. Oh, William, I love your laugh. Go ahead.
So we do photography, mainly the cosplay photography, and also edits.
What was that?
So I help cosplay.
Okay.
It's a costume play. I can show you some of our pictures where we edited few pictures.
Yes.
And also the photography things. So that's our main thing to do. Okay. During this COVID time, there won't be photo shoots, but we are trying to do social distance shoots.
Okay.
So me and my husband want to be part of this world where photography, and also for me, cooking is my passion. What I feel is healthy way of eating and healthy way of exercise is more important for us. Yeah. Everything, you get sick because of these things.
People just seem to misunderstand, Suma, that I've gained weight, or I've done this, or I don't feel well. Well, it's only because of what you put in your body. That's all it is. It is nothing else. You can have a headache. That's because you've eaten something, or you've done something, or you haven't eten,
or you haven't drink water, whatever it is.
Whatever it is, it's to do with what you put in you is what you're going to get out. That's cool.
So for us, we in the KP11 Studios channel itself, we have every alternate Saturdays cooking shows.
Yes.
So my husband and I would be there. My husband, he doesn't know cooking much, so he would be cooking, and I would explain it to him, because throughout the world people would be watching it, and one of the guests would do simultaneously with us.
Wonderful. So this is going to be, I like this. I like this. You come on a time that's really cool. And I'll tell you why. Because all of you listen to this. This is Zooming. And also all the audience out there, whoever they may be. This virus has become a very family orientated thing. So we've got a lot of women that are sort of now with their children at home. We've got a lot of men that now realize that they have children and they need, you know, taken care of, and they might need a few suggestions of how they should bring them up. But also, they're all, you know, they've got to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So when you do that 7 days a week, I assume you're going to try to have to make it different, because the kids say, I want this and I want that. And so you're going to try to make them not be so fussy and eat what you have served and be grateful for what you've put together, because there's a lot of effort goes into cooking, right, Suma?
Of course.
So I think there's a great message out there for a husband and wife to be doing this right now. You're right on point.
So for us, we don't, because, you know, children just come and they just say, I want this, and we have to serve them within 10 minutes. They won't give us time to. So we also teach them the shortest way of cooking and healthy way, and it should be delicious. All the three should go at the same time.
Yes.
That's more important.
So this is more important. So because you're a good cook and you want to get this out there, and I think the simplicity, and I'm going to ask you, Michael, in a realm of eating, isn't it best to have most things in the simple way? I mean, if you start messing things up too much, which is nice, you can go out to a lovely gourmet meal. Well, you used to be able to go out to a gourmet meal, maybe not so much now, but simplicity is the best, isn't it?
I think so, because of the fact that when you have the chance to, you know, eat properly and exercise properly, it keeps you more aware, especially at, you know, my age right now. I'm getting to where I'm getting a little bit old, whether I like it or not.
It's just a little bit. It's not much, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I'm not a little bit, I'm a whole lot.
If you want to see somebody who's a really, AJ pointed it out earlier, but Georgette Dante, at her age, is a fantastic, I mean, she's just a powerhouse. She moves like you wouldn't believe. You'd think she was 20, 30 years younger than what she really is.
How old? Oh, I guess we can't say how old she is.
Well,
that wouldn't be
little
polite.
bit
No,
older than I am.
Michael, no. Don't you say how old she is, because I'm going to get into trouble. And I don't want to get into trouble, because if I meet her, she's going to say, Ninon, you made him tell you how old I am. So we'll say that she's what, 39 and holding.
That's right.
That's
a
it.
good age.
No, that's what I am.
Well, you're holding very well.
I'm handling it. Yeah, I'm holding on. I've been holding on a long time. So what do you think about this, William? You said you were 81 years old, 81 years young, which now makes you 18. So do you contribute that to the way you eat? And because the way you eat is the way you think. The way you think is the way you sleep. The way you sleep is when you wake up in the morning, and then when you walk, and it's the whole life. What's it for you?
Well, my family average age is 95.
Okay.
So I've got a ways to go.
Yeah.
And I lost my aunt last year at 99 and a half.
I love the half bit.
I already thought she'd get the other half year there for that 100, but
you remind me of Hal Roach. Hal Roach, he died at 100 and a half, and he always had to have that half bit in there. You know, he would say, I'm 103 months, I'm 100, because he was a very good friend of mine, but he died at 100 and a half. So your aunt's pretty cool.
Yeah, she was quite a lady. She lived by herself for the last 50 years.
Oh, wow. Is that because she wanted to, or because she couldn't find a husband?
Well, she never wanted another husband after she lost my uncle.
See, I'm the same way. My husband died in 2004. And everybody says, oh, you should, you know, you're good looking, you could get a husband. I said, well, what makes you think I want one? Right? Now, William, do you have a wife?
No, I lost her about 9 years ago. We were married 51 years.
Oh, okay, so you're eligible.
Well, at 81, I don't know how much eligible I can be.
Just a number. AJ, what do you think? You know, you're kind of in the younger generation. You and Suma are kind of the younger ones. We've got the three older ones here and the two younger ones. What do you think about this age thing and food and all that stuff?
I think eating simple and simplifying your life is really, really important. I think it's healthy to do that. I think it's the best. And I wanted to ask, actually, first of all, I want to tell everyone we have about 10 minutes left. I just want to give a attention to that, to let
Okay.
everybody know. And so they might want to
All right.
customize that.
I
Ninon?
know where you're going, and I'll tell you exactly where she's going. On our show, I like to give 2 minutes to each one of you as to what you want, how we can help, and what we can do. So let's start with you, Michael. Let's start with you. You've got 2 minutes to let me know what you want and where you're going and what's happening.
Well, as you know, my name is Michael Aslan. I'm a professional magician here in Las Vegas. I've been doing shows for 40 years. The two main shows I've been doing in Vegas has been my Zoot Suit Magic Show and my Dr. A's Magic Medicine Show. Both shows have been playing in Vegas at a small hotel until the virus hit. So I'm looking at trying to locate another area that I can get into as far as doing those shows, because it's a beautiful, small, intimate show. And even though I have to cut out some of the audience participation, I have brought in a lot of things to cover that. So It still makes it an intimate show.
What hotel were you at?
I was at the Royal Resort Hotel.
Oh, I know, that's on Convention Way or something.
It's Convention Center Way. And
Convention Center Way.
if I do get another show, and this is something I've always, thank you so much, William, for your service. Anytime I have a live show, veterans are always, and their families are always included free of charge, and that includes active military also. But my whole thing right now at my stage of life is just to keep performing and to hopefully either travel with the medicine show right now. So I do have a traveling trailer stage that I can take to different fairs and things, to travel and to do shows at different places, or to even find a place here in Vegas that I can continue to doing those shows in. That would be my ultimate goal right now.
So we can get that out for you. We can put that out for you. Now, on that, how can people reach you?
Okay, you can reach me through Aslan Magic or Aslan at Magic, excuse me, aslanmagic.com. That's ASLAN at Aslan Magic, and that's all one word, .com. You can also reach me at Aslan, from my email at aslanmagic.com, and my website, which I'm going to be updoing, by the way, it's going to become a new website, just got to get some more pictures, is www.aslanmagic.com. And my phone number for my business is area code 702-308-4626. And I can do trade shows, I can do small shows, I can do large shows, I can do anything from 6.5 minutes on up to an hour. So,
well, Michael, you sound very self-sufficient. You have nothing in your way. You can travel anywhere you want, probably in America, because you've got your own stuff going. So it's very easy for people to sort of, especially a lot of the children, a lot of the, people are having birthday parties and different things, and they love the magic and everything else. So I think this, and I sincerely hope that we can help you get out there and get a few bookings and sort of do your life. I think
one thing that I do that a lot of people don't do is I carry my own backdrops, my own sound system. If necessary, I carry my own lights. And you're
self-sufficient. You have the whole bag. You have the whole bag of goods.
And no matter what, I always give a show that I would gladly put on the strip for my other clients.
Okay.
And if I need to, I also have battery-operated speakers and sound systems, so I can continue on if I have no electricity. So I'm self-sufficient in every way.
Wow. I'm going to start traveling with you. Are you available? Okay, let's go down to William. William, a couple of minutes for you as to how you are and how we can help you and get your name out there.
Well, I really don't need much. I know that gentleman has worked with Dixie Dooley, who has been around Vegas a long time at Royal. And the one thing I do want to say, I know almost every entertainer in town now. And what I love is they all support each other. They go to each other's shows.
Good.
And they'll get up and sing a song. And it is really fantastic because, as you know, most entertainers are very egotistic.
Well,
and
they're
they don't
very
like anybody.
egotistical, and anytime a performer can perform at any place, at anywhere, they will. If they're asked to get up to sing, oh yes,
Absolutely.
I'm ready. Yes, they're always ready. They're always ready to do their thing.
Exactly.
I love it.
But they support each other, and that is what's so important.
Yeah, and that's definitely what Vegas does. Vegas does support. You know, I have another show as well. It's called Vegas Live with Ninon. Don't forget to go there. Go to Facebook, Vegas Live with Ninon, and you'll see my other show. And that show actually does support a lot of the entertainment in Las Vegas. It's just amazing, absolutely wonderful. William, how can I get hold of you?
First off, I want to say I met you with Barbara Brighton.
Barbara, you know Barbara Brighton? Barbara Brighton was in a car accident. Did you know that?
Yes, she did. I've seen. She's coming through pretty good now. She's been getting a lot of TLC.
Yes.
And but I just do my. Our show is on at Harris on Friday and Saturday from 2 to 5. Pete,
how can they see that? How can they get to that?
Oh, they can just come down to Harris. It's a free show.
Okay. What time is it?
2 o'clock to 5 o'clock Friday and Saturday.
Awesome. Okay. Wonderful. So everybody knows to go to her and what have you and everything else. Now, Suma, you are. We have not forgotten about you, my dear. You've got a couple of minutes to tell us what you want and how we can help you and what we can do for you.
Hi, Ninon. You know, I've told you about my art photography thing and
Yes.
all those. And photography is the main thing. It's a very good art. If you can help us in building our revenue or just showing our skills, showcase our skills and our edits during this pandemic time, though we can't take photos, we can take it in the social distancing. We do an amazing edits.
Good. Okay, great.
So we want to be born part of this photography field. And second thing, I love your work and all those things.
Oh, that's
So I just want to see how can I work with you and how can I, because I have very leadership.
That's a nice invitation, isn't it, AJ?
Oh, that's wonderful.
Wow. Where are you located, Suma?
Portland, Oregon.
Oh, you're in Oregon. Oregon. Portland, Oregon. Hang on a second. Are you okay there? They're getting a bit disrupted there. They're getting awfully angry there.
I'm sorry, your voice is cut. I'm sorry.
I said they were getting awfully angry there. You know, they've got all these riots and all these. They say that they're peaceful marches and everything. Well, I haven't seen anything peaceful yet.
Yeah, that would be just only in the downtown, but everything is so peaceful.
It's peaceful. Everything's good. Okay. So, how can anybody get hold of you? What's your contact? What's your contact?
My contact. My contact is 503-849-3736.
Okay, is that your personal phone number?
Yeah, it's my personal phone number.
I just want to let everybody know she has a husband and he's very strong and very big, so don't call her for any dates.
I can just serve you. He served US Navy. He served US Navy.
Okay, that's even worse. He's really strong.
Yes.
You're a pretty lady. They might just start calling you for a date.
For 9 years.
He's laughing. All right, William.
We have
US Navy. Both of them served US Navy.
Yeah, they were a strong group. You served the US Navy as well, Suma?
No, my husband and my husband's brother. Both of them served for 9 years.